A lot of hearts were broken in Philadelphia tonight, but it was necessary for the big picture. Jey Uso gets screwed by Bloodline, and he is no longer your Intercontinental Champion. Bron Breakker wins his second IC title at a very, very young age. Clearly, WWE sees big things in Bron Breakker, as well as the fans, because that teaser they did with Bron Breakker and Jacob Fatu was insane. Them coming face to face, you didn't need anything else. The crowd knew exactly what the WWE wanted to give them, wanted them to do, wanted them to, let's just say, they were looking for a certain reaction, and they got it. Jacob Fatu and Bron Breakker is indeed what you would call a WrestleMania dream match. But that's further down the line. We can hold off on that for the future. We gotta talk about what happened at the end of Raw. Because I think everybody, their mamas, their grandmamas, even Stevie Wonder, saw this ending coming. The moment Jey Uso got in the face of Solo Sikoa on Smackdown, the moment he told Jacob Fatu he'll smack the taste out of his mouth, you already knew his Intercontinental Championship reign was over. It was over the moment he got involved with the Bloodline again. Everybody predicted this ending. It went done exactly as you saw it. The Bloodline came out. Jacob Fatu attacks Jey Uso. Bron Breakker wins the IC title back. Heartbreaker. Philly was upset. Even now, on Twitter, on social media, fans are pissed that Jey, who just won this championship last month, just a couple of weeks ago, gone. Just like that. I suspected it would be a short reign. I wasn't wrong. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, as hard as it is to hear it, this had to happen. This had to happen for Jey Uso to even think about getting back involved with Roman and Jimmy. Because storyline-wise, there was no other way. You're not going to have Roman and Jimmy go up to Jey, hey, buddy, you want to get back with us? Hell no. Logically speaking, he should want nothing to do with Roman and Jimmy. After the abuse that they gave him over the last year, over the last 4 years, why would he want anything to do with Roman and Jimmy? Even though he got screwed tonight, I wouldn't be shocked if he still wants nothing. He shouldn't want anything to do with them, but I still wouldn't be shocked if he ends up teaming with them and they still have unresolved issues. Because the abuse is deep. Their issues are deep. Doesn't matter how many championships Jey Uso loses. Him getting back with Roman should not be easy. But yeah, he had to get screwed for them to do OG Bloodline versus the new Bloodline. War Games, Survivor Series. But hey, guess what we're getting back? We're getting back bitter, angry Jey Uso. Loved him when he was working with Sami during that build-up to Sami eventually leaving the Bloodline, which then led to one of the biggest babyface turns ever, where Sami turns on Roman to help Kevin, and then Roman and the Bloodline disintegrate over Sami turning on them. One of the best segments that they've ever done involving the Bloodline. But shoot, WWE history. Still memorable. To this day, I'll go back and watch it multiple times. That was Jey at his peak when it comes to his character. Him being conflicted. trying to decide what's right and what's wrong. We're getting that Jey Uso back. And it couldn't have come at a better time. I think this is going to elevate Jey to an even higher level. Might even make him a main event player. He's called Main Event Jey Uso for a reason, right? You gotta do this with him. You gotta see him do that struggle. You got to want to see him get his revenge back.
Good evening, just Alyx from the Mod Father.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mod Father is in the building. Good to have you here, sir, from the land of A&B combos. I gotta get you a nickname, buddy. I think I had one for you. Forgot all about it. Might have to go back and get that one once again. But we gonna get you. We gonna get you a nickname, sir. But the Mod Father is always welcomed. So give me your thoughts about the show. But ultimately, this had to happen. I think over time, when we see the big picture and we see things come together, not just for Survivor Series, but also for the Royal Rumble and for WrestleMania, you'll look back on this and go, this was a pivotal moment in Jey's career. And I look forward to seeing where the story takes us. But this shouldn't have been a shock. It shouldn't have been a shock to anybody. Not saying that you had to like it. I'm not necessarily saying I liked it. Although I will say, this made tonight's episode of Raw one of their best all year. I think Raw just showed us tonight they can do 2 hours again. This episode was fantastic. That first hour was insane. Like, you couldn't blink or you would miss something. That first hour was great. It slowed down in the second hour, but then that ending happened, and then that made up for the slowdown. So, they fixed it. It didn't take them long to readjust the 2 hours. Took them a couple of weeks to make it work. This was a fantastic episode. Top to bottom, the feuds they got. They had Seth and Bronson Reed battling it out, going back and forth, killing each other throughout the show. Anytime you get Bronson Reed tossing people, it's amazing. But Seth, he's bringing his A game too. You love to see it. They're out here teasing Dominic Mysterio versus Gunther. Let's make it happen. Let's get Dirty Dom in there with the World Champion. And let's see how well he stacks up. Lots of focus on the tag team division, which I am very happy to see. Thank you for finally putting some effort into your tag team division once again, because that's something that I've been thoroughly looking forward to. I also think we're seeing a lot of focus on the women's tag team division. They're just trying to stack that up too and get that one a bit more legs under it. So lots of good tag team action and lots of focus on the tag team divisions again. I look forward to seeing wherever else they got in store. But like I said, shoot, a lot happened. They're still continuing a lot of stories. Xavier Woods stopped our boy Kofi Kingston from saving R-Truth after he attacked Miz, rightfully so, for hurting him. And of course, that helped the New Day win their tag match and advance to the tag team opportunity. #1 contendership triple threat match next week. But, unfortunately, thanks to Xavier Woods, Kofi had to watch R-Truth get his ass kicked by the Final Testament, only for them to be stopped by the returning Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six came back, and the crowd lost their minds for it. And that's something fans have been kind of wondering, like, what happened to the Wyatt Six? I like the fact that they don't show up as much. They only show up when they need to, because they're a special attraction. That makes them all the more better. And I think what they're doing with the Final Testament, of course, turning the Miz heel and sending Xavier Woods down the path of darkness, they have earned the ire. They have gotten the attention of the Wyatt Six, who are here to bring them down to their knees And that's going to be a very fun undercard feud. That's going to be great to watch as we continue to build R-Truth and Miz, and Xavier Woods clearly driving a wedge between him and Kofi Kingston. So the stories are strong. Once again, they're still doing Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan. I'll have more to say, but I'm starting to think this is losing its steam. Anyone else just feels like, all right, this is starting to get a little stale. Either we advance it somehow or we put an end to it, because I'm kinda, sorta losing interest. Just a little bit. Just a tad bit. So we'll definitely get into all of that. But before we even move on, I want to say a big, hearty thank you. Send my congratulations to Samantha Irving on her big opportunities that she has apparently outside of
Hopefully I can become a mod one day on your channel, but Jey losing the title bummed me out. But like you said, this feud will make Jey a megastar.
It's all about the long-term booking. By the way, Mod Father, if you want to be a mod, you gotta talk to the Mod Squad. If the Mod Squad wants you, I'm pretty sure they would love to have you. Mod Squad, huddle up, let us know what you feel about it. Thank you for the donations, by the way. Get these donations in, I love them. Samantha Irving has announced that she is leaving the WWE. She put out a letter, well, a long goodbye letter on her social media, basically saying that she has found opportunities outside of the WWE that she wants to explore. And let's just say, a lot of people were shocked by this. Me being one of them. Because last I checked, she literally just signed a new deal. Not kidding. She literally signed a new deal with WWE. And she just decided, yeah, I'm out. By the looks of things, looking at the reports, I'm not the only one shocked. Even people in WWE were shocked by this. But that's how the cookie crumbles. That's how it goes. You get an opportunity to become an even bigger star, you hop on that. Now, I don't know exactly why Samantha is leaving, but I will say it doesn't matter. It's none of our business. If Samantha is looking to take her life to a new level, to another level, and potentially grow, expand on her presence as a star in whatever genre, whether it's entertainment, Hollywood, being a music artist, being an actor, I don't care what it is. You're not going to see me give her a hard time for taking opportunities. Now, I know a lot of you will bring up the big elephant in the room. And you're right. We all know that Samantha is engaged to Ricochet. Ricochet is not in WWE. Ricochet is in AEW. So why wouldn't she go to AEW? You're absolutely right. Why wouldn't she? Think about it from this perspective. That road schedule with WWE didn't really allow Samantha a lot of time to do anything. But with AEW's schedule, knowing that she's a ring announcer too, you don't have to have Justin Roberts on every single Dynamite. Now, you can bring her in, pay her a lot of money to make appearances here. Dynamite here, Dynamite there, pay-per-view here, pay-per-view there. Why not? And then in the meantime, she can go out, be a singer, be an actor, do whatever the hell she wants to do, and be an even bigger star. For me, the fact that Samantha had the cojones, had the intestinal fortitude to look WWE in the face and go, look here, thank you for all of the things you've given me. Thank you for the opportunities that you allowed me to have. Thank you, WWE, for giving me the exposure that's allowed me to have these opportunities. But I think it's time for me to leave.
Gunther's entrance will never be the same.
I see where he's going with that. Teflon Don is really going in with these donations tonight. You love to see it. You love to see it. Man, look. The fact that Samantha really believes in herself to the point where she's telling WWE that I don't need you. She didn't really say that to him, but that's what she's showing. I can go be a bigger star elsewhere. Guess what that does to her value? Samantha's value went from here all the way up. So when she decides she wants to come back, it's going to be a much bigger contract. They're going to feature her better, more, as if they haven't already featured her as a special attraction, as someone that could literally uplift the show, right? But think about it. She goes off to be a bigger star. She comes back for whatever, WrestleMania, whatever special occasion. It's an even bigger deal. Maybe she doesn't come back to WWE. Maybe she becomes an AEW exclusive. That helps AEW. Doesn't matter what she does, where she goes. This can only do good things. This is only going to be great things for her. And I hope she succeeds in whatever ventures she has out there. In the meantime, yes, we lost Samantha, and yes, that is a big loss for WWE. But not too big of a loss, because they replaced her with Lillian Garcia, the throwback ring announcer from the good old, well, I can't say Attitude Era. She's more so the Ruthless Aggression Era. Lillian Garcia is a big part of my childhood as a wrestling fan. So you're not going to get any kind of complaints from me. I'm happy the GOAT, Lillian, is back announcing. A little rusty. She was a little rusty tonight. She just got back. It's just getting back into the swing of things. Now that she is getting the microphone again, she's going to have to relearn everybody's weights, get used to the schedule. I'm pretty sure she'll be just fine. So, thank you, Samantha Irving, for everything that you've done for WWE. I wish you the best of luck and all of your future endeavors. And maybe I'll be seeing you in the land of All Elite very soon. I will be shocked. I will be blown away if Samantha doesn't get picked up by AEW. Blown away. I'm pretty sure it will happen. You'll have to do your best to make me think that Tony Khan doesn't want Samantha. Cause you already know Ricochet is in his ear right now. Hey, you mind giving my girl, my future wife a deal, a contract or something? Tony will do it. He'll do it if he hasn't already. All right, let's move along here. We're going to go ahead and get into Monday Night Raw. As always, thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. Let's pay these bills. Let's get to the partnerships. Let me say hello to the people and then give you your Raw review. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're added. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, give me a follow on Cameo, give me a follow on Threads, follow us on Discord, and give me a follow on TikTok. For I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. By the way, are you a Just Alex guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alex guy right now, hot off the press. Also get you an old school Gillespie t-shirt, get your new school Alex's World t-shirt, and many, many, many more t-shirts coming your way. So stay tuned and brand something. Brand the expand of the brand. And join the cause today, right here in Alex's World. We keep it moving, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to the lovely people over at Mint Mobile Country for partnering with me on this lovely show. You know how this is. Mint Mobile is here to give you a sweet deal on your mobile plans. Most of you, if not all of you, pay an arm and a leg for your mobile plans. Some of you go all the way up in the hundreds a month. Shoot, I've heard people pay $1,000 for their mobile plans. Hey, sometimes quality, it costs. You want the best services, 5G network, unlimited data, unlimited text and talk? That stuff doesn't come easy. That stuff is not cheap unless you get Mint Mobile. Because Mint Mobile is giving you the same quality 5G network for $15 a month. Think about that. Think about all that stuff you got right now while watching me on your phone. Those of you who are doing it. Imagine being able to do that with $15. I said $15. Not 15, but $15 a month. If that's something you want, let's get a quick word from our partners, and then we'll get to some shout-outs. This video is partnered by Mint Mobile. Like many of you, I've been trying to cut back on expenses lately, but let's be real. It's tough when you got things to do, and you don't want to give them up. But sometimes you have to make those sacrifices to pay your phone bill and satisfy the big tech companies. That was until I discovered Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless services starting as low as $15 a month. With Mint Mobile, you can get high-speed data plus unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. The best part? You get to keep your phone and even the phone number. Now, if you do want to purchase your own phone, they do have phones available on the website, which you can get through the link. The internet service is reliably fast. It's so seamless, I put it up there with any other network on the market. Now, some of you might think switching to a new service is a hassle. Let me reassure you, this is only going to take you 15 minutes to set up. You could literally do it right now from your phone, no need to leave your house or contact anybody. And if your device does not support eSIM, then Mint Mobile will personally ship you a physical SIM card. So if you're like me and you want to save a little bit of money without sacrificing anything, use the link trymintmobile.com/justalex and start your wireless plan today as low as $15 a month. Don't lose out on this opportunity. Start saving money by switching to Mint Mobile today. Thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. As always, show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra, Shiny Sapphire Heart, Elias, a demon, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Khalil does everything. Highway dealing a danger. And of course, Big MGM, because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us, ladies and gentlemen. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Let me see who's here. Who here in the live chat? Well, the first person I see is a man named T Jr. That's a new one. That's a new name. It's always good to have new names. T Jr. says, as everyone knew, Bloodline would. Everyone knew the Bloodline would cost Jey Uso. No one should be shocked. Joseph Winters, JJ, who let the dogs out? Who? Not to be confused with Bron Breakker. Those are different dogs. JJ's dogs are bulldogs. Where my bulldogs at? JJ Bulldog in his house. Taryn Jones, ladies and gentlemen, show your love to the Super Chat champion, Debit Money. Debit Money Adams, who will be defending his belt. Survivor Series, where we will be getting the big war games. OG Bloodline versus New Bloodline, and I'm excited for that. If you're coming for the title, always know everybody's got a price. Let's keep it moving. Darcy Chatham. I see. Ooh, this is an interesting name. Is it Al Shalia? Al Shalia? Well, hello, Mrs. Alford. I'll call you Miss Alford. How about that? Let's see. Got screwed big time. Roman and Jimmy should have put a tail between a leg and showed app and help. Jay, knowing that they was gonna be there because what Jay said on Friday night. I agree, Miss Alford. Thank you for being here. Clearly she's talking about that Roman and Jimmy should have been there to help, knowing that they were gonna screw him over. Chris Wrestling Views, big time fan over here. Kush Gang TV, what's good, Kush Gang? Jay got his moment now, back to tag team. Yeah, he's gonna have to be Jimmy's partner for a little bit, not for too long. Don't worry about that. Let me see here. Aaron Teagle, we got a lot of people. T-Man. Josh Joseph, the Teflon Dom, just called me Just Alyssa. You funny, sir. Just Alyssa. I'm gonna let that go because you're big. You a big donator. But watch yourself, sir. Remember, the champ is Debit Money Adams. So if you wanna keep calling me Just Alyssa, you might have to get that title first. Remember, only the champ gets close to the man. Former champ, speaking of champs, King Mike Toss is in the building. He says, what's up? This show wasn't bad, but the commercials are killing me. Yeah, there was a lot of commercials, but you know what? I thought the pacing of the show made up for it. Some of those segments were going by really fast, and I needed a break after consuming all that, so that they put the commercials at the right time, especially for that first hour. It was a bit ridiculous during the second hour. I agree with you on that. But the pacing of the first hour made up for the commercial breaks. One more. Let's go. Otto Scotter said crowd was quiet for the most part of the night. Really? I thought the crowd was loud. Uh-oh. By the way, before I move on, we gotta give a quick shout out. First off, the wise woman, your goatness Lauren Biggs, is here, who says Raw was good because the walking natural disaster Bronson Reed was on Raw tonight. We agree. But you always know that when the wise woman shows up, the big man can't be that far behind. Everybody show your love to the kiss-stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun, to be the man. Woo! You gotta beat the man. Former Super Chat champion 3 Diglets is in the building. Good to have you here, sir. Good to have everybody here. There's a big crowd. Thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. If I don't see your names, not because I hate you. We got a big show to get to, so please like the video if you haven't already. Give me your thoughts about the show. Give me your grades, A, B, C, D, F. Of course, scores 1 through 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. How we feeling about Raw? Because I thought tonight's show was fantastic. Definitely making up for the last 2 weeks. Because them last 2 weeks, let's just say we had some growing pains. They made up for it tonight. I think we're good. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Monday Night Raw was live in Philly, West Philadelphia, born and raised Philadelphia. And this crowd was woo-wee. Now, I just had a commenter say the crowd was quiet. I disagree. This crowd was hot, especially the first hour they were hot. They were kind of quiet during that second hour, but when things started picking up with the Bloodline ending, they were not quiet whatsoever. They were loud. But they were a great crowd. Wells Fargo Center, I think it was sold out. Packed to the brim, you like to see it. They opened up the show with Bronson Reed walking in. You know, he's just strolling in with his luggage, minding his own business. Boom! Seth Rollins blindsides him, beats his ass with his own briefcase. Oh, hell nah. You not gonna beat me with my own luggage. Seth storms to the ring. His music hits. The choir is singing his battle anthem. He calls out Bronson Reed and Big Godzilla himself, Godzilla. Big old Bronson Reed comes storming out, knocking over buildings, and leaving a wake of bodies in his way. Leaving a trail of bodies in his wake. That's how you're supposed to say it. They get inside the ring, they brawl, and they beat the snot out of each other. It was fast-paced, it was in your face. You love to see it. And throughout the night, you had Bronson Reed. I almost said Bron Breakker. Caught myself. Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins attacking each other, blindsiding each other throughout the night. Got to the point where GM Adam Pearce said, all right, enough. You don't want each other. It's going to be Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins. Hell no. Psych. Not yet. Nah, it's not going to get to Hell in a Cell. There's going to be a stipulation. I think the first match, Bronson should win the first match. I think Seth should win their second match at Survivor Series. And their second match, what stipulation? Do we make it, well, we can't do last monster standing or last man standing. They already did that. You want to do steel cage? They just had a Hell in a Cell. I don't know if that's going to work. I got to do some kind of a stipulation. Ambulance match. Screw it. It's Survivor Series. When was the last time we had an ambulance match? I know. So ambulance match, Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed. Survivor Series. Let's do it. This is cooking. This feud is amazing. I'm loving it. But yeah, that was one of the best parts of the entire night. That feud between Seth and Bronson. It's just them fighting. Just two men brawling, looking for blood. That's what we want to see. They do this interview backstage with Damage Control. Of course, Io Sky and Kairi Sane. They're interrupted by Liv Morgan and big old Raquel Rodriguez towering over them little girls. I had no idea that Liv was taller than Kairi and Io. I was thinking that Liv, Kairi, and Io were about the same height. No, Liv is bigger. Maybe she was wearing high heels. I don't know, but she was looking down on them. And then Raquel, man, they look like children compared to Raquel. And here's the thing. Raquel Rodriguez, she ain't that tall. I think she's the same height as me. I'm 5'10", 5'11". Maybe Raquel's like 6, I don't know, but I think she's the same height as me. What the?
I am still wearing cashmere. I am still walking around in alligators. Woo. I'm still looking at the diamonds on this big OL Rolex. And I am still driving the women in this World WOOO completely out of their minds. I can't help that I look this good.
Woo! You heard him! When you come for the man, understand that this is Three Diglets World. And until you beat the man, woo, you won't ever be the man. Three Diglets with the $100 bomb. That's what you like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Debit Money Adams, I'm telling you, my man, you better watch yourself. You better watch yourself. We got some monster competitors coming for you at Survivor Series. But don't worry, my friend. After your performance at AEW Wrestle Dream, they ain't gonna have to fight you to get that title from you. Because even though Three Diglets is indeed the man, woo! Everybody has got a price. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the donation, sir. Yeah, let's keep it moving. I just thought that was weird. that Liv was shockingly taller than both Io and Kyrie. They made the announcement that Samantha Irving is leaving WWE. We talked about that at the beginning of the stream. And Lillian Garcia is now her permanent replacement. You love to see it. Authors of Pain took on the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. The match got a little interesting when The Miz showed up, and he was sitting ringside, talking to Karrion Kross, the, let's just say, the mastermind behind the Authors of Pain, the Final Testament. During that match, we saw R-Truth hit that ringside and beat up The Miz. Whoop that candy ass! Which distracted the Authors of Pain and allowed Kofi Kingston man to roll up one of the members and pin him 1, 2, 3. The New Day advanced to the 3-way tag team championship match next week. You'd love to see it. But then after the match, poor R-Truth, not poor O, but Paul R-Truth got 5-on-1. He got ganged the bond. I was gonna say gang banged, but no. Pause. The gang beat up R-Truth. Kofi tried to go save him. Xavier Woods said, nah. We not like that no more. It's none of our business. Kofi was pissed about that, but Xavier Woods was looking out for his friend. Looking out. And just when you thought no one was coming out to help R-Truth, the lights go out. The fireflies come out. The buzzers are buzzing. And the Wyatt Six make an appearance. And they beat the piss out of the Final Testament. You saw good old Nikki Cross fly off that top rope on the Scarlet Bordeaux. And it was mayhem. The crowd lost their minds for the Wyatt Six. Again, this is why they're special, because they rarely show up. And they only show up when they need to show up. You love to see it. It's a good thing. It's a great thing to see. Of course, you're not going to get any complaints out of me when the Wyatt Six show up. The Miz was able to escape the Wyatt Six's grasp because Paul Ellering took a bullet for him. So we're doing a feud between the Wyatt Six and, of course, not the Authors of Pain, the Final Testament. I always think Authors of Pain. That just seems like a better name anyways. But yeah, that seems to be the feud going forward. Let's go. I'm ready for it. That's awesome. That sounds so good to me. You look so... We keep going on, ladies and gentlemen. We get to what I think is the Damage Control versus Judgment Day's... Well, it's Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, which is Judgment Day. You get it. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan versus Damage Control. This match was fine. Kinda Looney Tunes-ish. Those little girls were giving Raquel Rodriguez a hard time. You was like, really, Raquel? That's giving you a hard time? Okay. So the match is going on, and then we had an interference from Metaphor. Get it? Metaphor? Jakora Jackson and Big Girl Lash Legend. They beat up Damage Control, attacked them, which gave them the win by DQ. They got inside the ring, got face-to-face with Liv and Raquel, and then, this is my brutality! Rhea Ripley runs out, and same thing happens, rinse and repeat. She beats up Liv, she beats up Raquel. They run off. Dom tries to make the save. She almost hits Dom. Well, she does lock in the submission hold on Dom, but she gets a little bit of payback, a little piece of them each and every single week. They escape. So let me get to it. I love what they've done with the story so far. I thought everything involving Liv, Dom, and Rhea around SummerSlam was the best part of Monday Night Raw. One of the best stories they've told all year, without question. It carried Monday Night Raw through the summer. But now that we've kind of hit the climax of Dom helping Liv win the championship, Liv has taken everything away from Rhea. She's taken away the Judgment Day. She's taken away her man and her championship. It now feels like we're spinning our wheels. Now it kind of feels like we're not sure where to go with the storyline. And I'm at the point now where it's like, if you got nowhere else to go with it, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Have Rhea beat Liv, get her championship back, and then have Dom and Liv's relationship disintegrate, because the whole point of Liv getting with Dom is to get back at Rhea. Rhea shows she doesn't need Dom anymore, so therefore Dom loses his value to Liv, and Liv leaves him. If we're not going to do anything else with this storyline, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up, because I'm getting kind of sick of it. Is it just me? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know, because I feel like this storyline has kind of run its course. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. My boy Carlito is talking to the Judgment Day backstage, and he goes, you know who deserves a world championship? Dominic Mysterio. And everyone's like, Dom? Please. And Carlito's like, you know what? I'll be right back. Goes to talk to the GM. He says, you know who deserves a championship? Dominic Mysterio. And Alan Pierce starts laughing. And see, now I'm offended. Because why can't Dom get a world title opportunity? What's wrong with Dominic Mysterio? You hating? You hating on Eddie's son? Because he's Eddie's son? I see the haterade. I get it. Yeah, I said Eddie's son. He's his poppy. Get it right. It ain't Ray. It's Eddie's son. The haterade about Dominic Mysterio being Eddie's son is pissing me off. Why can't he get a world title match? Why can't Gunther whoop his ass in 5 seconds? Why can't we get that? Why you hating? They're clearly setting up Dom to get a world title match. Honestly, if I'm being real with you, if I was booking it, I don't know why Dom can't. Okay, I know it's not going to happen, but just follow me here. Imagine they do Gunther versus Dominic Mysterio. And everyone is expecting Dom to get his ass handed to him. Everyone is expecting Dominic Mysterio to get squashed, to get his ass kicked for a good amount of time. It's going to be a lovely experience to watch. And then Dom finds a way to beat Gunther and become a world champion. Imagine the heat he would have. Come on. Imagine the controversy that would be. Imagine how pissed everybody would be. And imagine what a low piece of garbage world champion he would be. Oh, man. Imagine that Dominic Mysterio versus a CM Punk at WrestleMania. It's not going to happen because it's Punk and, of course, Seth Rollins. But that would be hilarious. It'd be great if they did that. By the way, Carlito called Damage Control Chinese. Just so we're clear, that's very offensive to Japanese wrestlers. I'm not making that up. The worst thing you can call a Japanese performer is Chinese. And vice versa. You will get kicked in the nuts. That's like calling me the N-word. I'm not joking. They do not like each other. Look at your history. Look at your history. Understand that the Chinese and the Japs are not friends. Some of you just think all Asians are the same. Y'all all look alike. It's like that Chris Tucker joke. Which one of y'all kicked me? You know what I mean? Which one of y'all kicked me? That's an easy reference. You know where that comes from. But be careful. That will get you in a lot of trouble. Be careful. I'm just letting y'all know. And I know it was a joke, but I'm just saying, be careful when you do that stuff. I'm American made. America. As I'm proud to be an American and a big Chad Gable fan. American made loss. They lost to Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee on American soil. Blasphemy. How the hell did American made get their asses handed to them on their home turf? Ugh. It is what it is. I understand it doesn't matter anyways, because the real winners of next week is going to be the War Raiders. The War Raiders are going to go take those belts away from Judgment Day. We know that. We all know that. And I love that we're giving more focus to the tag team divisions, SmackDown and Raw, on purpose, because you already know that the Motor City Machine Guns are going to be the new tag team champs on SmackDown, and the War Raiders will be the tag team champs on Raw, and then they're going to carry their tag team divisions respectively. And I think that's going to be phenomenal. I think, for me, the people who should take the belts away from the War Raiders should be American Made. And I think American Made, the more they lose, the more vicious they'll get. I hope they get Kurt Angle. I think that's going to happen the more I think about it, because that's such a great fucking thing to have. You can't pass that up. You can't pass that up. But they're probably going to need it very, very soon. I think the last thing to talk about is the main event, right? Yeah, Gunther confronted Damian Priest backstage. Damian Priest is like, hey, after Crown Jewel, I want you. Pause. He wants a piece of his championship. Gunther's like, that's good. Good for you. Good for you, Damian. All right, let's go ahead and get to the main event. We all know what this is about. Wholeheartedly, everything revolving around the main event was done superbly. This was all so well done. Once again, another great match between Jey Uso and Bron Breakker. They have amazing chemistry. Bron Breakker is just such a badass. He's not a heel or a babyface. Technically, he should be a heel because they're treating him like one. Although he has the charisma of a babyface, you can tell he's more of an anti-hero, if you will. But in this instance, he was the heel because fans love Jey Uso, and they didn't want to see him lose the title. So the match is happening, back and forth, great match. Solo Sikoa and his Bloodline show up right at the end with tickets in hand. And I think we all went, ah, shit. Here we go. I think we all said to ourselves, here we go. Jay gets out of the ring, gets in the face of Solo. What are you doing here, buddy? Solo says, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. Jay's like, I ain't buying this shit. And then we see the Gorillas of Destiny. Ain't nobody really the gorilla. Tama Tonga and Tongaloa show up as well. Jay super kicks them on instinct, on sight super kick. Solo sees this and he goes, what are you doing, buddy? Bruh, I'm here to help you. You my brother. You my brother, man. Bruh, man. You my brother. They get into a tit for tat, tit for spat. And then Bron Breakker comes running out. And just when you think he's gonna spear Jay, Solo does something that we don't see coming. Solo shoves Jay out of the way. Solo saved Jey Uso and took the spear for him. And I said to myself, that's new. That I didn't see coming. And so when that happened, I'm thinking, is Solo gonna help Jay retain the title? See, that throws a whole new wrinkle into the whole Bloodline storyline. Because he's trying to court Jey Uso to come to his side. Right? But guess what happened? After Bron Breakker spears Solo, Jacob Fatu saw it happen, jumps out of the crowd, gets in the face of Bron Breakker, and time stopped. They come face to face, the ground rumbles, the crowd erupts. It's almost like the WWE is telling you, wee-oo, wee-oo, WrestleMania main event coming in the future, coming very soon. I felt that. Goosebumps. That was great. That was awesome. And then it wasn't ruined. It was put to bed by our good friend, Jey Uso, who does a suicide dive on both of them. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. So, as you would imagine, the security guards, backstage officials, they all come out and drag the Bloodline out to get them out of there. well, the Gorillas of Destiny to get them out of there. And then Jey goes to do a spear on Bron, comes around the corner, boom! Super kick by Jacob Fatu, lays out Jey Uso, and then he drops him on the announcer table with the Samoan drop. Now, I caught this, some of you didn't. As Solo was going for that Samoan drop, I saw the referee turn around. This should have been a disqualification. But the cameras, they covered it right in time. Because I would see the referee turn around and I'm thinking, bro, you're going to fuck this up. But the cameras didn't show the referee looking at it, so they probably saved the referee. Solo drops Jey on the announcer table with the Samoan drop. Bron's looking at it and he's smiling. Bron's like, I'll take it. I'll take it. You don't got no moral values. A win is a win. Bron rolls Jey inside the ring. Does his taunt. Hits the ropes. Boom! Super spear! Hits him with a super spear. Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker in Philly. 1, 2, 3. We have a new two-tap Intercontinental Champion. Bron Breakker is now again your IC champ. We all saw this coming. I called it when Jey won the belt weeks ago. I said, I don't know if he's going to hold the belt for a long time, but I do hope so. And this is why. Because I knew eventually Jey's going to have to join the Bloodline again for Survivor Series. And he's not going to do it because he likes Roman and Jimmy. They need a reason to get him involved. Here you go. Here's your reason. I know a lot of people don't like it. 100% I agree with you. I think it's a bunch of BS. But this is how it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it is, unfortunately. It be like this sometimes. And I know a lot of you are just like, but that's not fair. Jey just got it. Hey. Sometimes you gotta break some hearts. You gotta break some hearts to advance storylines. You know, I've been watching wrestling long enough. I've been watching wrestling since the 90s. You know how many times I had my heart broke? This is what it is, yeah? This is what it is. I understand that y'all really, really, really wanted our guy, our boy Jey, to hold that belt for as long as possible. But if you want logical storytelling, if you're looking for the WWE to give you the best stories, you gotta have your hearts broken sometimes. And let me tell you, this is gonna do nothing but elevate Jey. Don't sit there, put your head in your hands thinking that WWE screwed him over. Man, y'all should see A&B Combo's reactions. I have never, speaking of A&B Combos, what's good A&B Combos, Wrestling Edition, gets you on in a second. All my time of watching A&B Combos of YouTube, all my times watching their reactions here on YouTube, I've never seen A as upset as he was when Jey got screwed. And A has sat through some of the most dastard moments. And the last 3 years, there have been some screwed up moments. I've never seen him that angry. Furniture was flying. That's your cue to go watch the reaction. Like, seriously, like A&B Combos, Wrestling Edition. Go watch the reaction. Go watch it right now. But no, like, it was a heartbreaking ending. But it had to happen. Trust me, it's for the greater good. And by the time we get to War Games, you'll be happy that he lost the title. And who's to say he won't win it back? Personally? Nah. Jey should go after the world title. Screw the IC title. Go after the world title. Let's go. World Heavyweight Champ, main event Jey Uso. Let's make it happen, Captain. Let's make it happen.
Fatu Samoan dropped Jey on the table, not Solo.
What did I say? Did I say Solo by accident? Y'all know what happened. He Samoan dropped Jey. I do apologize for that. I'm getting my people mixed up. But thank you for clearing that up. You know, Sometimes I be talking and I get my words mixed up. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's my Raw review.
Hope Liv gets something out of this, and I mean after her feud ends against Rhea, so maybe a potential feud with Liv against Charlotte can revitalize her.
Let's see. I think Liv is just going to continue to be a star after this feud, so I'm not worried about it. Hey, you know what? Since we just hit in Super Chat Party, let's go to the live chat. That's my thoughts on Raw. Give me your grades, give me your scores, how you felt about Raw. I thought it wasn't a fantastic episode. But you're the people. You give me your thoughts. Get your Super Chats in. Get your donations in. Let me know how you feeling. A big shout out to the man 3 Diggers with a $100 bomb tonight. You appreciate it. We love to see it. Nails Wrestle Talk says Rhea needs to win the title again. Yeah, we need to go ahead and start to wrap this storyline up, because it's getting a little stale for me. We're starting to spin our wheels. Let's see here. Gunther is gonna whoop Dominic's ass. It'll be a heel versus heel match, but nah, it's gonna be Gunther's gonna be a natural babyface. He'll turn babyface momentarily. A&B Combos gave the show a strong 9 out of 10. Dylan Danger, a 9 out of 10. Josh Chisholm, a 6 out of 10. Gave it a C. Really? Slam Tackle TV says, Alyx, yesterday was my 20th birthday. Wow. But it's been a tough month. My mom passed away on... Oh my god. Whoa. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on for a minute. My mom passed away on October 5th. At just 38 years old? Oh my god. Yo, Slam Tackle TV, that's... Wow, 38. Your mom is literally just a couple years older than me, dude. That's way too young to pass away. I am so sorry. Oh, man. Y'all, God, that's sad. Yo, Slam Tackle TV, bro. I'm sorry for your loss. To lose a mom, not just to lose a mom, but to lose a mom at that young of an age. 20 years old, and she died at 38. Bro, look. We're praying for you. When I tell you this is a safe space for wrestling fans like you, I mean that. We're your family, bro. You need to grieve, you need someone to talk to, you got my email, you can find us on social media. We're your family, bro. But that's awful. Y'all, give your love to Slam Tackle TV. Prayers, send it to him. He's gonna need it. Oh man, that's sad. I'm so sorry you lost your mom, dude. You just never know. Y'all, real talk. Life can hit you in more ways than you could possibly imagine. And you're sitting here thinking everything's great, your life is normal. Within a snap, a moment in time, it can all change. That's sad, man. God, that bothered me. Condolences, for real. It's moments like this that make me go, I'm glad we have this channel for people like him to have a place to mourn. So, we here for you, bro. Do what you gotta do. If you need to mourn, we're here to mourn with you. A fan asked me my thoughts on the JD from NY and Tony Khan drama that happened on Twitter. How did it start? Well, here's what I know. A fan posted a tweet about Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia is a wrestler in AEW, being main material. And JD, who doesn't see anything in Daniel Garcia, called the fan stupid. He straight up said that fan was stupid for thinking that. Tony Khan saw this tweet. Tony Khan responded to JD and got into a literal argument with JD, saying, hey, guess what? I think Daniel Garcia is a main event player. How dare you insult fans for the way they think? Don't call someone stupid for thinking Daniel Garcia is a main event player. It's his opinion. And you can imagine people got involved, wrestlers and AEW hopped on it, and JD became the talk of the town. Oh, JD's an asshole. JD's mean. JD, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just a podcaster. First off, let me just say this. I'm not a fan of calling people stupid, especially for opinions on wrestling. I might not agree with you. I don't agree with a lot of people most of the time when it comes to wrestling. But I'm never going to call you stupid for what you feel. It's an opinion. You think a certain guy is a main event player? Hell, if you think JD McDonough is a main event player, I'm not going to call you stupid. I disagree. But I'm not going to call you stupid. That being said, was JD wrong for not thinking Daniel Garcia is a main event player or not? I don't think Daniel Garcia is a main event player. Matter of fact, Daniel Garcia doesn't think Daniel Garcia is a main event player. Now again, I don't think he should have called the fans stupid, but let's not get upset at the fact that he doesn't think Daniel Garcia is main event material, because he's not. He's not. And if I'm JD and Tony Khan is responding to my tweets now, I've reached a point he's reached a point in his social media presence and his YouTube career where the owner of the second promotion that's competing against WWE is talking to him on Twitter. If I've reached that point, guess what the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lean with it, rock with it, lean with it. I'm gonna lean into it. I'm gonna keep tweeting. I'm gonna keep calling people stupid. Matter of fact, if you think Daniel Garcia is a main event player, you ate glue for lunch when you were in first grade. I just took it all the way back. Who here remembers eating glue? I never ate glue because, you know, I'm a smart person. But that was a thing in those movies in the past. You were stupid if you ate glue. Right? Ultimately, here's the thing. Do I think Daniel Garcia can be a main event player? 100%. But you are what you're booked. You are what you're booked. Daniel Garcia isn't booked like a main event player. Can he be one? 100%. But until Tony takes him seriously and gives him the right kind of booking, I'm just saying, he's not going to be seen as a main event player. And you can't get mad at someone like JD for not seeing him as a main event player. But JD shouldn't have called that fan stupid. If I'm being honest with you, you shouldn't have called him stupid.
Maybe once Charlotte beats Nia for the title at a Smackdown or a plea before Mania, then Liv can win Chamber and we revisit Liv and Charlotte at Mania.
Homeboy wants to do Charlotte versus Liv. I wouldn't mind doing it. We gotta give them a feud though. We gotta see where that goes. Yeah, 412 Flame says, finally a great 2-hour Raw tonight, and I'm liking it so far after 2-week rough start. Yeah, it was a rough start those first 2 weeks, but I think they figured out the formula. I think we're good. Shadow Star, speaking of AEW, would you guys agree that wrestling these days should retire the taking over the company storylines? Bruh. We're not gonna get into that tonight. I'm in a good mood. I'm already I'm kinda down for Slam Tackle TV in his situation. I don't want to flip the mood and start ranting on AEW. You want me to rant on AEW? Tune in to Wednesday. There's my plug for AEW's live streams. You want my thoughts on this stupid ass storyline? Watch Wednesday. John Bill II says, I do agree JD was in the wrong for calling that fan stupid, and I got to give Tony respect for defending the fans' opinion. Yeah, like there is no good guy bad guy. They're both in the wrong, in my personal opinion. First off, Tony shouldn't be interacting with people like that to begin with. Tony should be above that. Would you ever see Triple H interact with people for not agreeing with his views? I'm just saying. But you go after JD in that manner, you basically... Hello? We back? Okay, I lost internet there for a second. Looks like the internet connection's kind of slowing down. Don't know what happened there. Are we good? Okay. But again, I'm not saying what he did was wrong, but if me calling that fan stupid is going to get me the attention of the second biggest promotion, the second biggest promotion's owner, why should I stop? They're enabling the behavior by giving him all that attention. So why should JD not call the next fan stupid? Just saying. Alright, y'all, let me get out of here. Thank you all so much for... First off, the donations tonight were phenomenal. Great donations from everybody, especially 3 Diglets. You already know 3 Diglets is probably going to be coming for that Super Chat Championship at the end of November for Survivor Series. Teflon Don also coming in hot from the world of A&B combos. Also, real quick shout out to Phoenix Remix. Phoenix Remix for the love. Thank y'all so much for being here, and thank you guys for supporting the channel. But always know, everything that you give to me goes right back to you to help improve the quality of the channel and to give you guys the best product possible here on YouTube as we move further and further closer to 100,000 and then eventually 1 million. So, thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. As always, do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Once again, quick shout out to A&B Combos Wrestling Edition for continuing to support the channel. And also, go check out their reaction to Jey losing. And I hope they get that short up on Instagram. Because I'm pretty sure you're not the only people that get their hearts broken. If you know what I mean. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you for making me a part of your day. And as always, you are welcomed right here in Alyx's world. The place it is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Slam Tackle TV, shout out to you, man. We're here for you. We'll mourn with you. So show them some love. And yeah, I'm going to get out of here. See you guys later. Peace. When you're